Hi, my name is Mandy and I change lives and play dress up. Normally on Tuesdays I post a video about personal development with some sort of life tip that will help you live better and achieve your potential. And then on Thursdays I alternate between makeup, nutrition, fitness, and sustainability, again with life tips that'll hopefully improve your life. Today is a special video that's not any of those that I just named because I have a confession to make. And if you're like me, you probably associate everything people everything people say with movie quotes or song lyrics. So I apologize if you have Foo Fighters or Usher in your head after that statement. But what I want to talk about a little bit is my nutrition. Now, at this point, I post the healthy meals that I make and the recipes so that people know how to make them. And it's because I want to promote healthy eating. And by this time, I eat mostly organic. If it's meat, it's high quality meat, so pasture raised, grass fed, cage free meats and eggs, things like that. And I really try to stick to the best, highest quality food that I can and try to avoid processed foods with the exception of cheese, wine, chocolate, and Shakeology. And I realized that when I'm posting these things, you guys are seeing my highlight reel. You're seeing when I'm eating ideally in the way that I aspire to eat and the way that I promote and believe that others should try to eat. But what you don't see is, first of all, that I don't eat perfectly 100% of the time, and second of all, if you're at a different place in your nutrition journey, you might feel that you're a long way from where I am. And don't worry, I totally feel you there, because what I also want to share with you is where I come from nutritionally. When I was a kid, I ate a lot of processed food, and that carried on through college and after college when I was a teacher. I ate a lot of fast food as well, more later. My parents didn't take me to fast food as often, but when I was a teacher, I went several times a week, to the point where one of my nicknames is Mandalicious. I had my own little McDonald's meal that I named after myself, which was called a McDelicious, and it was a 2 cheeseburger meal plus a McChicken sandwich, or one of those, I don't even know what they're called anymore, those little wrap things that they have. So not just an extra value meal, but an extra value meal plus another sandwich or wrap. I used to eat whole entire pizzas by myself and just ate mostly out of boxes and cans. Not anything that I'm proud of, but that's where I used to be a few years ago. Like literally 3 years ago, that's how I ate almost all the time. Well, probably 4 years ago by this point. And I was never overweight. I was younger, obviously, since it was years ago. That's how aging and time works. So I had a fast metabolism, which I was blessed with, and fitness is one thing that has always been pretty dominant with me, mostly because I enjoy it, and then partially probably because I was eating so terribly. So that one has been always a natural in my life, but with nutrition, I have not always been as conscious of it as I am now. And when I started really being conscious of it was when I took a class in grad school, and it was about environmental issues, and it opened my eyes to a lot of environmental things that come up in processed food, in food that comes from large farms, and once I knew about it, I couldn't really eat that way anymore. So it wasn't a choice for health or weight loss to start out, but then the more I learned about different food processing, different ways food is grown or raised, the more my diet changed. And then eventually my boyfriend read the Primal Blueprint, which is in general probably a lower carb diet. And even when he first read it, I thought he was ridiculous. So for the first few months that he was following a lower carb diet, I thought, I'll eat your carbs, because the food pyramid says you need 6 to 11 servings a day, and it's got to be right, because that's what we were always taught in school, until I read the book myself. Then I stopped eating his bread and potatoes at restaurants when he wasn't able to switch over. And again, once I knew more, I couldn't turn a blind eye to it when I knew what it was doing to my body. So again, not for a weight loss standpoint, but a general health standpoint, I made those changes. So now my diet is, like I said, primarily organic, primarily unprocessed foods, and that's what I strive for. But one thing that I always say is I eat well and work out to live a long, healthy life, but are you really living if you don't occasionally indulge in something delicious that you know is terrible for you? So, cheesecake or, flourless chocolate cake, things like that. I don't think you're living if you're not enjoying those here and there. So I want you to know that I do indulge. I don't 100% of the time eat organic, grass-fed, pasture-raised, low carb, perfectly, consistently. And I do often crave terrible foods that I don't even want to eat and I know are gross. Like when I smell Subway or McDonald's, I still want to eat it, even though it's disgusting to me, which is really mentally difficult. But I just wanted you to know that I don't always eat perfectly. I should probably share more when I'm tempted to and give in to temptations to eat bad foods. But one thing that I try to do is really enjoy it and not feel guilty, because I think feeling guilty is also unhealthy. So if you're going to cheat, make sure you do it really in moderation. And actually, even the word cheat you shouldn't use, and I'm trying not to use it. So if you're going to treat yourself, do so only occasionally, remembering that you're going to move on and eat better after that, and do so guilt-free. You know it's just going to be a once-in-a-while type of a thing, so it's okay to do. So I just wanted you to know that I do treat myself occasionally and live a little, try find. So I just wanted to let you know that I do occasionally treat myself. I live a little, I try fun foods, especially if I'm on vacation. And I wanted to let you know that not too long ago, I was probably eating a worse diet than you do. So you can start anywhere, educate yourself. I'll give you some resources below, and you can transform your life and diet if it is a weight loss thing or a health thing or just a knowledge thing. But you can start anywhere and just make small improvements that are sustainable, and you will see improvements and get to where you want to be. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out with that. That's one of my passions. And as always, share with anyone you think would like to see this. And thanks for watching. Have a sparkly day. Bye-bye.